Alright guys, today is all about off-roading fun, and Firestone invited me here to Virginia to try out their all-new Destination MT2 tire. This is a mud terrain. You've got a lot of mud, a lot of rocks, and a difficult trail. And a first debut is coming up right now. It's been about 15 years since the original MT tire, and the MT2 Firestone have added a lot of technology into it. The sidewall is a 3-ply. They're using 23-degree angle on the lugs. They also added siping for more winter performance, and it's available for all light-duty pickup trucks, even up to 3/4 ton.
I'm Ron Parrish. I work with Overland Experts. I'm one of the mobility trainers. We train civilian, commercial, and pre-deployment military individuals.
So I line up.
Drop in slowly. You want to
Is this the
straighten up
speed?
at the bottom here. Now accelerate. Accelerate. Perfect. Okay. And
I had
continue.
trouble maintaining, perfect momentum.
Right.
There was a little bit of jerkiness, which is not great.
Well, you had over half the car out before you did that, so that was good.
Okay.
We completely revamped the tread pattern. So major difference is we changed the draft angle of the side of the lugs. That was to help with lug tearing, chip tear performance. Mm-hmm. It also helps with mud release. You can also see the stone rejectors right here. They also break suction of the mud and help the mud release from the tread pattern.
So I have a story about this, right? So earlier this morning I was standing in front of the Jeep at the mud hole, and Ron was driving,
Mm-hmm.
one of the instructors, and I got a piece of mud on my chest and on my head, but I was in front of the Jeep. So the rejector was working?
The rejector was working.
Oh, thank you.
The
Thank you
rotation
so
of the tire helped to release the mud, and it flung it in the air.
So I got hit in the head with a piece of mud. Is that normal?
Yeah. So the siping is right here. Can hardly see it.
So on top of the lug, basically.
It's on top of the lug, goes through the center of the lug. We also have holes for stud pins,
Okay.
for added snow performance. And you can also see on the side of the lug, on the sidewall of the tire, that we have the pattern extending down, and that also helps, one, with appearance, gives it that nice aggressive look, but it also aids with additional mud traction. It's more surface, more biting edges for traction in the mud. It's a 3-ply construction, body construction with 2 steel belts, typical MT tire construction. Right now the tire line is for light truck only. They're LT sizes. Can be used on pretty much every pickup truck or off-road vehicle out there.
You guys might be wondering, why are there Toyota pickup trucks and other vehicles here? Well, this is an Overland Experts facility where they train military and industry people like utilities guys to drive off-road. And the reason why the Toyota pickups are here, sometimes military guys overseas have to get vehicles that are available in those markets, Middle East, Europe, Asia, and be able to drive them and maintain them and take them off-road. And they have them here for training.
So you can see the pattern is there is really no straight through void going through. There's always an edge.
How's this Firestone tire better than the BF Goodrich?
Well, as you've probably witnessed here in our off-road session, one of the biggest differences is lateral traction. You probably noticed the cam2s having a lot of slide slip and slide motion, so you're falling off your ideal line. And the lateral grip of the MT2 tires is helping you stay on your line and keep on track and moving forward.
Okay, and when is this tire going to be available?
Starting July this year.
Has pricing been released?
Pricing has not been released to my knowledge.
All right, when you drop down, just get your momentum built up at the bottom and slowly releasing the throttle.
So no backing up, just
No, sir. You're just going to go straight
Okay.
on in and go ahead and make the approach up the hill.
and pick up a bit of momentum.
Yes, sir. You'll pick up the momentum once you get in the bottom.
Okay, set your throttle like you have it.
I set it.
Control the speed with the brake.
I set it.
Okay. Now come off the brake total and go. Stay with it. Up just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's a little bit too much, huh?
Well, did you notice when you let up on the throttle that it grabbed traction and pulled out?
Yes.
So our tendency is to throttle up, which causes more of a spin. So if I bring off the throttle, the tire has time to grab traction and keeps going.
Okay guys, I just completed my loop in the Wrangler Rubicon equipped with the BF Goodrich tires now, the mud terrains. And I did notice, this is in the latter part of the day, I did notice a little bit more sideways action with the BF Goodrich tire rather than the Destination MT2. But this is a very sort of limited drive opportunity set up by Firestone and Bridgestone. And I really wish I had more time. I've only had about 20 minutes on each loop with each tire, and there are 12 Jeeps here, so they keep running, and kind of wearing down this trail and eroding it a little bit. So obviously I can see the design of the Destination MT2. I can see the thinking that Firestone did put into this and the design of it. And I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing. I'm really happy to see that Firestone also added siping to their tires, because the tire has to perform well in all kinds of conditions, because most likely it is on your daily driver, your pickup truck, your SUV. So you want it to perform in cold weather, warm weather, and of course you're buying a mud terrain to go off-road, and so the tire performs in mud. And I can tell you it does perform in mud really well. We did some mud holes today and ran through a creek. So my first impression is very positive on the brand new Destination MT2 tire. I really wish I can get the tire on the highway, see how it performs in the real world at regular speeds, and to take it on another off-road ride, and maybe even in the snow, because they did improve the snow performance, so they say. Go back to tflcar.com for more news, views, and real-world reviews, and of course, lots more Jeep stuff and all kinds of brand new vehicles.